And why did you decide to run for Miss Antelope Valley? I'm sorry, Miss Lancaster. Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, I was Junior Miss Lancaster in 2012. And from that, I got really interested in my community, and I really began to love the place that I lived in. And I also learned that through pageants, you can talk about things that you really care about. I started my own foundation, the Walk Against Reckless and Irresponsible Driving, and it is an organization that helps teach the local youth about the safety of driving and the responsibilities it takes to be a good driver and to keep yourself safe. And the overall theme is, I'd rather walk than be a reckless and irresponsible driver.
Wow. You know, Erin and I do something called AV Nice, and that is an AV Nice story right there. It really is. We'd like to shoot a video sometime.
That'd be great.
If we could figure out how to help drivers of all ages be more careful.
That too. But I also know that when you're a teenager, you're so excited to finally drive your car. You've been waiting for this moment your whole life, and I know a lot of my friends get really ahead of themselves, and my goal is to be able to go to high schools and to talk to them, and I figured if I had a crown, they would really pay attention.
Wow. That's compelling.
Great.
And so, are you driving?
I am not driving yet. I'm going to get my permit next week.
How exciting.
I'm so excited, and I hope that one day I can drive a nice brand new BMW. But dreams are dreams.
Yeah.
We'll get there one day.
At this week at Domingo's, they were talking about fixing BMWs. You heard how expensive it is.
Yes, I know. My mom tells me
So
all the time.
don't hit anything.
That's why I want a BMW, so I can remember, drive really safe, keep the car safe, yourself safe.
And so did you know that the Chamber of Commerce, I don't think we put the pageants on anymore, but if you're chosen, that's the term, right?
Right.
To be Miss Lancaster, you're going to be working pretty close with the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm. And I'd definitely be looking forward to that. I've got to meet a lot of people from the Chamber of Commerce at the breakfast, and they all seem very nice, and I would really be looking forward to working with them.
There was a big crowd this week at the event.
It was. At first it was a little overwhelming because I was like, wow, there's so many people, so many different people to talk to. What do I talk to them about? But after everything got warmed up, it became a really comfortable and inviting situation.
Which school are you going to?
Right now, I go to Desert Winds Charter School.
Desert Winds Charter. Is that like an actual location, or is that online?
Yes, it is located behind Antelope Valley High School.
Oh yeah, on 3rd Street?
Yes.
Wow, very good. And so you have one more year of high school?
Yes, about one more year, and I cannot wait
Great
to
answer. You've got a
move
lot
on into college.
Can't wait. Where are we going to college?
I can't wait for so many things. I just have like my life planned out ahead of me. So college, I want to go to UC Berkeley. That's been a dream of mine. I want to study to be a plastic surgeon.
Great. Have you been on the campus, the Berkeley campus?
Not yet, but I plan on going very soon.
Yeah, that's an experience.
I've been looking at it online, and I've been like stalking the campus through Google Maps, and it's a very beautiful campus.
How did you choose plastic surgery?
Well, it's also something that kind of goes along with the Walk Against Reckless and Irresponsible Driving. I know that in life, a lot of times people are hit with tragic events that can cause defects, or people are born with birth defects. And I thought that, those people deserve to have a confident, everyday life like anybody else. And I was really inspired by the show Botched. And it reminded me that people don't only get plastic surgery because they want bigger lips or because they want cheekbones. They get it because sometimes they just want to look like everybody else,
Wow. My wife's a dentist, and sometimes just by fixing one tooth, it totally changes a person's outlook.
It does, and it can change the way they feel about themselves, and I want everyone to be able to feel confident and happy about the way they look and just confident about who they are, and if a little surgery could help them with that in a small procedure, I'd be more than happy to help them with that.
That's amazing. And that's just amazing. That's refreshing. So what have you learned about the other contestants in the Miss Lancaster pageant?
Well, I know that they're all really sporty girls. It was really nice to hear that they've all done cheerleading. I used to cheer, and we spent like one whole practice just talking about everything you could possibly talk about in cheerleading and braiding each other's hair, and we were all really looking forward to having like a girls' night at some point. And I've just learned that they are just really like the nicest contestants that I've almost ever competed with.
What do you think when you're standing up there and they're about to announce the, you call it a winner? Mm.
I am thinking everything. It's going to be me. It's not going to be me. What do I do if I win? What do I do if I don't win? But ultimately, I think like every time it's a learning experience. I definitely know that I go home learning something new each time, either about another contestant or learning a new ability or a weakness. Either way, I grow every time.
How did the judges make that decision? I couldn't do it.
I was so lucky to finally be able to judge a pageant, and I can't tell you like how hard it is when the judges tell the girls, this is really hard, I wish I didn't have to choose. I believe it. It is so hard to just pick one person because you get to almost bond with the contestants, so I don't know how they do it.
I'm thinking as from the chambers, my wife is very good at choosing. I mean, that's number 3, come on. There's going to also be an aspect of public relations and
Right.
being in the public eye, and so sometimes you're looking for the best salesperson, the
That
best
too.
marketing person.
Being Miss Lancaster is not only a title, but it's a job. You represent your city, and I know that for a fact they're looking for someone who can uphold the title of being Miss Lancaster and displaying a role model and someone who is from Lancaster, and just it's a really positive outlook on the community.
Got a controversial question. You know, in this day and age, we're thinking, is this, having a pageant for young women, and it's kind of about beauty.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of beauty, okay, I got that, but it's a pageant for not who's the prettiest, but I'm thinking, what a great opportunity for you 5 young ladies.
Right, it is.
Hanging out with adults in a safe environment, and all the things you're going to learn and all the things you're going to talk about and experience. It's just a sad day when we decide we can't do these pageants anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Will we ever stop having pageants?
I don't think we'll ever stop having pageants. For a while, it looked like pageants were going under, and I was really worried that maybe this would be the end of pageants soon. But the more I talk to other girls about it, the more interested they seem. And I like to always bring up that it's not just about being beautiful, and it's not always about being smart either. It's sometimes about being confident, and that's my favorite part about pageants, is that they teach you a whole new way to be confident. And I know that, well, since I've been doing them, that I've gained a lot more confidence. It's easier for me to speak to people, speak in public, and I've gained a lot. So I really hope that they aren't declining and that we do in the future have more pageants.
Something about confidence, the most important thing. I think it's like, a young lady or a guy sitting at home thinking, oh, if only, my ears were smaller, or how do we get so upset about something like that?
I feel that we need to think about loving ourselves more, and I've definitely learned from pageants that you can win any type of way. You can win with big ears, small eyes, big eyes, brown hair, blonde hair, and that's what I think is the beautiful part of pageants, is that they taught me that beauty is in every shape and form, and I really hope that everyone else gets to experience knowing what it's like to find something that you probably didn't like and then growing to love it.
Because life is all about experiences and,
Right.
and landing on your feet at all times.
Right, and I also learned that you meet so many people through pageants. You meet the contestants, you meet other business owners in your community, you get to meet the people throwing the pageant, and you learn a lot about what they appreciate about you, and it helps you appreciate yourself. You learn a lot about them and how to appreciate others and all kinds of aspects to life.
Alexis Becerill, you're a contestant for Miss Lancaster. You got 20 seconds. Tell us when the event is and who should we show up and cheer for?
Well, the event is April 23rd. It's going to be at Lancaster High School in the auditorium at 3 o'clock. And I want everyone to be there, but cheering for everyone, because all these girls really deserve a big round of applause, because it takes a lot of confidence to even get up there.
Alexis, best always. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.